All the links you need to join my chat or take action on the course or the mentorship are here. Otherwise, click that Twitter link to private message me. How's it going, everyone? It's Louis Crypto here. I'm back with another Hbar update for you all. In the last few Hbar updates, it has been a while now, but I remember this range over here very well. I said we are beneath the moving averages, so even if we come up to the top of the range, which is marked out by that wick over there, let me zoom in for you all. So we drew out this range because whenever I get wicks like this within a range, so we saw that at that time, this might have been our high, this might have been our low, and we were trading between two, and then we got a crazy candle, the killer candle I call it, or just a doji, it doesn't matter, where we set a wick here and a wick here. So it's quite easy for me. I would just draw a line across here, and I would simply wait for either one to break. But of course, we're waiting for either one to break. However, we need to take more things into consideration. What has Hbar been doing the last weeks and months? It was coming down. So if we are setting this sort of consolidation period range, then because of the trend itself, we should eventually actually continue down, even if we come up to the top. Not only that, guys, there's more to it. We have all the moving averages saying that we're in a downtrend. I look at the 200 EMA to say what to look at the trend on whatever time frame. So the 20 is like my short term, this is like the mid term, and the long term on any time frame. Doesn't matter the time frame, but I use it like that. So what I mean by short term, mid term, long term, on any time frame is that if we get above the 20, we're trying to start this uptrend now immediate short term. But then in the immediate short term, we're going to be going up until that midterm one, which could actually send us back under. And even if we push through to this is the longer term one, which again, as we can see, we got past the 20 and the 55, tested the 200 and got knocked back down into a downtrend. So that would have still been the case even if we got up here, in my eyes, even though it would have broken out of this range over here. But luckily enough, I made an update on the rejection over here, and it looked like we were going to come back down. I did actually enter a short on one of these two candles, looking for a target at the 618. So that was a nice trade. It did take some while though. Again, this is the daily time frame, so it did take some days. But let me know if you took that position. You could have actually taken it all the way down to where price is now. If we're looking at this as a bear flag, so we've come down, we've consolidated a bit, got a retest at the top, and then continued lower. So you can even say it's a failed double bottom over here as well, because it actually formed, went up to the target, and after that, because of the downtrend, after meeting the bullish patterns target, you continue with the trend, because this is just a short-term bullish pattern, guys. So what you could have done on the break of this support, you could have taken it from here to there. You can either argue putting it on the low there or waiting for the breakdown. Either way, if you put it on the lowest bodies, then you can see target would have been on that body close. If you put it on the loss of that wick over there, you can see target was exactly this green line. So it doesn't matter where you put your target in this actual case, you would have met the target. So let me know in the comment section below if you took that. If you weren't aware of the trades in the videos, I can help you out. I have one-to-one mentorship plans, whether you want to do half a plan, which is 5 sessions, 5 hours of one-to-one help with me, or take the full plan, which is 10 hours of one-to-one help with me. With the 10-hour plan, you're going to get my course for free. So if you want to take action, all the links you need can be found in the description and pinned comment section down below. You can either just become a member of the chat and participate in weekly group mentorship calls, where I'll also teach you as a group, but also be looking at new trades for us to take. So that is something that we did on Tuesday, and we will be doing that again tomorrow. So if you wanted to join the community to take action on those weekly group mentorship calls where we do trade together, look at longer term investments, look at new coins, and discuss new strategies that we come up as a group together. But yeah, if you want to do that, just head over to my link tree. All the links are down below in the comment or description. Click that membership or the course and the mentorship over here, or simply private message me over on my Twitter. Make sure you're following me there anyway, guys. Now heading back to Hbar over here, we can see that the target itself was exactly 5 cents, and this previous support over here to the left is exactly 5.5 cents. So we can see a previous wick rejection on the left over here as a resistance. This was our range high at some point, support and resistance. Then we broke through and invalidated this key area of resistance by pushing through. In fact, as soon as we got that candle, I actually spoke of a 9.5 to 10 cent target, in which we managed to reach 9.9 cents. So very, very nice. Let me know if you've been taking these moves that I've been giving out for free over here on the channel. But again, if you can't actually find them in the videos, let me teach you. So we still have this head and shoulders pattern. It can actually get quite ugly if Bitcoin were to lose key levels of support. I've just made a Bitcoin update, so go check that. I'll link it at the end of this video. It will just pop up at the end. But we can see, just as we measured this target from here to there, put it on the breakdown, and we see the target has been met, we can also do the same thing over here, just like this, and put it on the breakdown of the body over here, which would call for a target at exactly the 1 fib level. This is something that we're seeing not only on Hbar, but also on cryptos like Gala, VeChain, Phantom, Viot, and many more that we actually cover on the channel. So make sure you are actually tuning in. Please do subscribe so you can actually check out the other videos that we do on the channel. And let's continue on with this video. Again, this is calling for lower, but while we are still holding this golden pocket area about the 618 over here, there are chances of going up. Technically speaking, after such a rally, we need to come back down to key levels of support and then look for that continuation and making new highs. But again, it's all on Bitcoin to decide where everyone's future is going in the immediate short term. So for example, yesterday Bitcoin had a double bottom that it actually failed to break out of, so we saw dumps. But for Hbar, we didn't get such a reaction when Bitcoin dumped yesterday, so that's quite good. Is it lagged? Is it leading? So what I would say is that because we've lost this key area over here, which is the lowest body candle close of this descending triangle, head and shoulders pattern, whatever you want to call it, the target, it doesn't matter if you call it head and shoulders or descending triangle, the target remains the same, back down at the 1 fib level. If we were to be coming down to there, this is the reversal wave being created, and then there could be chances of actually heading to new lows. There's a chance that Hbar's low is not in, and then we could be seeing lower price targets. Could be just a scare, but I will just need to make you guys aware. I personally don't care what happens. I'm just here to let you guys know of what is on the chart, what I'm personally seeing. And we, as I mentioned over here, we took a trade and we've now profited from that. So let me know if you took that. And we've got this other current one at the moment. Although the validation point, it's already valid, this pattern's target, we are still holding a key area of support. So I would personally wait for this to be cleared, which is 5 cent. We can see previous resistance, previous support here, over here. And so as long as we maintain 5 cent, we got chances of actually going up and reclaiming all these necklines and these key levels. So what I would like to see for Hbar going forward, if we were to actually bounce and reclaim key levels of support, I would need to see the 55 broken. You can see that if we quickly reclaim the 618 at 52655, then we should actually, technically speaking, have an impulse up to the next fib level. Right, so we found a key area of support on the 0.5 fib, sorry, not on the 0.5 fib, at 5 cent exactly, psychological level. Technically speaking, if we were just using fib levels and not psychological supports, when you lose a 618, you're meant to come down to the 786. And so price lost the 618. Is it just coming for a retest to continue lower? Well, there's a reason why we bounce from here, because it's that 5 cent psychological level. And if we can now push through this, flip it into support, we should head back up to the 0.5 fib. But again, because it was previous support over here and we yet to really test its resistance, I would be expecting a rejection from this rough area. It doesn't necessarily have to be exactly on the 0.5, because the 55 moving average over here is moving. Again, moving average. So as price starts to come back up, this is going to come down and it will actually be below. So you might be lucky to get a wick up there. But for me personally, as the 55 is like my midterm and this is saying the trend is down, any pumps into moving averages should be selling opportunities. We need to see if that selling opportunity will be from the 20 or if it will continue high to the 55. I'm going to show you why it could be the 55 before continuation low, because if I now measure this wave down, and I'm going to do this another thing first. If I measure this wave down over here, we need to see where did it come back up to. It came back up to the golden pocket over here. We can even do the same thing over here. We came down and where did it come back up to? Let's see, if it had loads of momentum, it can just stop at the 382, but in this case, it came to the 0.5 fib. So quite a bit of momentum to the downside. It didn't come all the way to the 618. And we saw the same thing over here. So it just makes sense to do the same thing. And this is why we could expect anywhere between this wick over here at 5685 or over here at the 55 EMA or this 618-59066. So draw out this fib. Your fibs might be a little bit different to mine. This is because I've got some specific settings on my chart and my fibs. So that's why my targets might be a little bit different than your fibs. So if you want me to teach you all the tips and tricks Again, I have a course that will teach you from zero knowledge. Don't even worry if you have little English, because it will still benefit you guys. That's why I would always recommend doing the one-to-one mentorship, because I will be sitting with you for 10 hours long, not in one day, of course, over 3-4 months. I'll sit with you for a 1 hour session 10 times, guys. So you have 10 hours of my personal help to guide you through the charts and help you become a self-sufficient trader. So if that's something you want to do, then all the links you need are in the description down below. It'll bring you over to my link tree, and you can head over to my Twitter and find out more about these offers, or you can just take action through these 2 links over here, whether that's to be part of the Discord community and actually join the chat, share my own trading signals. So this is just personally what I'm seeing, what I'm personally doing. I'm going to be throwing in my crypto investments. I've had this chat for many years already, guys, but I had it even before I was a YouTuber. I was just teaching friends and friends of friends. We had 50 people in there. We turned over 15 people into five-figure traders for the very first time. So over 15 people out of those 50 hit 10k for the very first time in their life, and luckily enough they were all actually friends of mine. So it's quite crazy that I was able to help them out and do that. But this was some years ago now, in the 2021 bull market, which I was helping my mates. And of course, towards the end of the 2021 period, this is where I actually started my YouTube channel and started to teach complete strangers. So if that's something that you want to be a part of and join my Discord community, we do also do weekly group calls in there. And yeah, we did one on Tuesday and we profited together. So I can even briefly show you on my Discord over here. Over on the everyday update section, we did actually take a group call. So what we would do, we'd go into the voice channel here and literally just do that. And what I'll do is share my screen, and essentially, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing for Saturday. So hopefully no one joins while they, because they might see me joining the call. But yeah, these were just 2 trades. They're very brief because the trend was actually down and we were fighting against the trend, but it was a specific strategy we were trying to use for reversal. So we were just trailing stop loss. So in fact, these were stop loss hits, but stop loss in profit, because this is something that we try to do in my not even just in the chat, but in my education, guys. It's all about protecting capital first, and by protecting capital, you're going to be making money. So as soon as the trades are going into profit, I like to trail stop loss to entry, obviously giving it some room, but that is what we tend to do. So if we even get tapped out, we're getting tapped out in profit rather than closing the trade early. You know, that is something that a lot of people do, and a lot of people in the that are starting out tell me that they struggle with. They see trades go into profit, they close it out, and then it just keeps continuing into profit, and they could have made more money. So that's why what we like to do in the education and the community is to trail stop loss. So it gives it that room of that breathing space. So if it does come down a little bit, you got your stop loss there. If it goes against you, your stop loss is in profit. But if it just keeps continuing higher and higher and higher, you're dragging your stop loss up slowly, and then you can actually profit a lot from that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this Hbar update. Again, we could be coming up in the short term, but it just could be a test of resistance between anywhere between 5, 6, 7, 8 and like what 5, 9, 9 or something like that. Yeah, 5, 8, 9, sorry, my mistake. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like, subscribe and comment. Hope to see more of you joining the education or the community, and I'll catch you in the next Hbar update. Cheers.